This hour, new information about the case where Wake County Sheriff's deputies shot a man early Tuesday. Officials from the SBI say the deputies were responding to a suicide call after a 22-year-old called a crisis hotline. That call led operators to get law enforcement involved. WRAL's Sean Gallagher is looking deeper into the different strategies to help people in crisis.
In the middle of the night, Wake County Sheriff's deputies were called to this home. Concerns over someone's well-being.
Complaining is the crisis line.
A lot of times we just call it the lifeline.
Kelly Crosby is the Director of Mental Health for the Department of Health and Human Services. She helps oversee 988, the state's crisis hotline.
Good morning, 988.
In the last year, more than 130,000 people have contacted the state for help. Law enforcement was dispatched to these calls 471 times, less than 1% of the total calls.
At the pinnacle of crisis, you may feel like not wanting to be here anymore. And we definitely want you to reach out and call.
But there are different levels. Of the 130,000 plus calls 988 received last year in North Carolina, about 8,100 made threats of self-harm. Again, compare that to the 471 times law enforcement responded.
People do have thoughts of not wanting to be here anymore or harming themselves. That's one thing. But having a plan is another level. And then having means or method, certainly, or being in an unsafe situation or space. So there are kind of like levels of urgency.
All we know from Tuesday morning is what we can hear over Broadcastify radio traffic.
Male subject called in and advised he was going to jump off the front.
In other instances, 988 will dispatch mobile crisis teams. That happened more than 8,000 times last year, nearly 18 times as often as law enforcement responses, because a sensitive situation can go sour quickly, like it did Tuesday morning.
That was Sean Gallagher reporting. So it's unclear if the 22-year-old called 988 or another crisis line unaffiliated with the state. But if it was 988, Crosby says they will be reviewing this.